everyone, it's me again. I'm Lena and I'm from the Healthcare Landscape Group. In this video, I'll be talking about my first DE, which is My Progress Week 102. Now in this video, I'll be talking about the 5 main parts that I have talked about in the previous D1s. Now for the first part, I'll be talking about what have I learned last week. Last week, which was week 101, we discovered and discussed on the topic of how to access patient conditions as a pediatrician. For me, it's a pediatrician, and for Kennedy, it's an orthodontist. So I learned about how to access patient conditions as a pediatrician through 4 main ways. And so those are the things that I have learned. Next, I'm going to talk about my intentions that I have set for myself based on the improvements, based on the intentions that I have made last week. Well, I need to send in my meeting plan early, and 30 minutes before the meeting starts, I need to add a quote or a fun fact to make my video more interesting, and also add a dictionary, especially for my D2, because I use some particularly difficult medical jargons that some readers might not understand. So those are the suggestions that Kennedy had in her feedback, and so I implemented it into my intentions part. The next part is what have I improved? Well, based on the intentions from last week, I have sent in the feedback, and I had more illustrations in my presentation, and I also sent in the works on time. So those are the improvements that I feel that I have made over the last week. The fourth part is about the discussions, the focus areas that we discussed in our video. So there are 2 main parts, which is self-reflection, where we just share with each other the improvements that we have made and the intentions that we have set for ourselves. Next, we talked about the main work, which is where we review about our topics, and also we test each other's knowledge and understanding of the main topic. And also, after that, we each gave presentations on the main topic. So those are the areas that we discussed in the meeting. Finally, I'm going to talk about the works that we discussed in the meeting the next week. So the works for next week is for the D1, we will talk about the Progress Week 102, which is this video. As for the D2 and the main work, we'll talk about how numerical data is used in healthcare. And also, for me, it's a pediatrician, how numerical data is used in healthcare as a pediatrician. And it is same for Kennedy, but she is a orthodontist and a dentist. So in this video, we'll talk about, in the D2 and the main work, we'll need to talk about what is numerical data, how numerical data is used in healthcare, give some examples and things like that. So yeah, that is the end of my presentation of my D2, D1 about my Progress Week 102. I hope that you reviewed some of the things that you have learned from last week, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye!